Castilla County. A man was found dead from an apparent gunshot on County Road 11 West Friday, May 27th, the Castilla County Sheriff's Office reported. Few details were made available by the Sheriff's Office at approximately 9 p.m. on May 27th. Castilla County deputies were dispatched to County Road 11 West of Blanca regarding the report of a man in the roadway with an apparent gunshot wound. Deputies confirmed one adult male was deceased. The scene was secured and the Colorado Bureau of Investigation was called in by Castilla County Sheriff Danny Sanchez. After a brief time, deputies identified and arrested an unidentified suspect who was charged with suspicion of second-degree murder. The Castilla County Coroner's Office said it identified the victim and notified the next of kin, but it hasn't released the identities of the victim or the suspect. The investigation was ongoing by both the Castilla County Sheriff's Office and CBI. That's reported by Conejos County Citizen, May 29th, 2022, by staff report. Second-degree murder. Second-degree murder. Okay, so here's a update to the same story, but it's in a different paper. So you have, let's see, Sunday, July 10th. That's today. So that's, I'm not sure when this article was written. Okay, June 1st, 2022. So 1 month and 9 days ago. 1 month and 9 days ago. And they got a picture here of David Delotta. David Delotta seems like an okay guy. Apparently he had a piece of land in Castilla County, was living in a tent with his mother, and then this other, guy has a couple things about him. Omega Revelation McCullagh. Okay, so let's read what this AlamosaNews.com has to say. Castilla County Sheriff Danny Sanchez has released the name of individuals involved in a Friday night shooting in Castilla County. Castilla County deputies were dispatched to the County Road 11 west of Blanca at 9 p.m. Friday night, where they found the body of a male who was the victim of a gunshot wound. Okay, so now it's not an apparent gunshot wound, but definitely the male who is deceased has been identified as Omega Revelation McCullagh, 36. So we know that Omega Revelation McCullagh, 36 years old, is in the middle of the road, and David Delotta, 38, so they're about the same age. Now, Omega seems like he's got a stronger chin. David Delotta seems like he's got a slimmer frame. According to Sanchez, it's believed that McCullagh had been living in Castilla County for about 6 months. So Omega Revelation McCullagh. Omega Revelation. Okay, the suspect in the shooting has been identified as David Delotta, 38, also of Castilla County. According to Sheriff Danny Sanchez, Delotta called the Castilla County Sheriff's Office and told the authorities he had shot someone following an altercation. Okay, now we got a whole nother part of the story right there. So that David Delotta is going to be taken into custody on property southwest of CR 11, where he had been living with his mother in a tent. David Delotta, who's being held in the Castilla County Jail, has been charged with second-degree murder, and bond is set at $150,000. Danny Sanchez emphasized that there's an ongoing investigation and more information will be released as it becomes available. Okay. So what the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? Already we know that he's being charged with second-degree murder. So is it self-defense? He's shot in the middle of the road. It could be self-defense, right? Stand your ground. But right in the middle of the road, it's not like the guy was in the guy's house or on the guy's property in the middle of the road. But in the middle of the road doesn't necessarily mean that, you could just be, an innocent bystander and somebody in the middle of the road comes at you. So that doesn't mean really one thing or the other. It just means that it's not at his house. It's not at his house. It's not on his land. It's not in his backyard. It's in the road, in the middle of the road. Now, I don't know how far the road is from their house or their property. It might be in front of their property, might not. I don't know. So that's important because I don't exactly know what happened, and they're talking about how more information is going to be released once it becomes available. I don't really need to know much more information except for, we only got, how many witnesses are there? If we want to have an objective analysis, right, we got to have David Delotta's statement. What does David Delotta have to say? He's the one that called 911, so that tells me something else right there. He called 911, so he can't be, just a person going around looking to, hurt people. He's the one that called 911 himself. If he wanted to go shooting people, would have shot the person, drove away, right? Would have been from another county or something. But no, It wasn't with deliberation. So that's the other point. Second degree, he's being charged with second degree murder instead of first degree murder. Now, second degree murder in Colorado is very simple. Very short definition. A person commits the crime of murder in the second degree if the person knowingly causes the death of a person. You knowingly cause the death of a person. So the first degree murder, it's actually a whole bunch of stuff, but just the beginning, a person commits the crime of first degree murder if, after deliberation and with the intent to cause the death of a person other than himself, he causes the death of that person or of another person. So with deliberation, you thought about it, you intended, you went out and you did it. Knowingly means the thing happened. It wasn't, you didn't plan on it. It wasn't this or that. So right off the top, right? Crime of murder in the first degree. There's a whole bunch of other things here, but we're going to assume that because the sheriff's office only charged him with second degree murder, they've already taken it a step down, right? So it's not with deliberation. They believe some of what the guy said. The guy's the one that called him up. And what did he say? There's a 911 tape, and then are there witnesses? And then we as the public, are we ever going to be told anything? Because they're telling the media, well, we're not going to say anything to anybody about anything. Now, I got 3 other pages here. Omega Revelation McCullagh is a Colorado trade name, filed June 8th, 2021, the company's filing status. Effective June 8th, 2021. The file number is 202-11538-211. The company's principal address is 66758 County Road Z, Moffett, Colorado. Mailing address is P.O. Box 1184, Crestone, Colorado. This is Bizopedia. So we have one here, the Brandon Collins versus John Hamilton. Brandon Collins and Omega McCullagh filed a class action suit against various Indiana state officials under 42 U.S.C. 1983, alleging violations of the Medicaid Act based on the state of Indiana's failure to provide long-term residential treatment in psychiatric residential treatment facilities for children under the age of 21. Plaintiffs sought declaratory and injunctive relief, declaring Indiana. So, he's part of some. This is 2003. United States Court of Appeals, 7th Circuit. And then you got this weird-ass story of Huntenberg. So apparently he was accused of being some sort of pervert. Now I'm going to read the comments. I read the comments later on, and somebody had said that he was exonerated for all this. But some people were saying that, okay, so let's just read the article. How about just August 19th, 2013. So this is 9 years ago. Huntingtonburg police went on a manhunt early Sunday morning after a woman reported she woke to find a strange man fondling her buttocks. Police responded to the 600 block of East 5th Street after receiving the call from the victim. At 4:55 a.m., she told police that she woke to find the man fondling her, and when she screamed, he told her to calm down, informed her his nickname was Bull, before running away. There's a picture of the guy right there, too. Looks like he's got, a solid jaw and a thick neck. From the description of the vehicle, and the man from the victim, and the man from the description of the vehicle and the man from the victim, police believe the suspect is 27-year-old Omega Revelation McCullagh, so that would be the same age. Huntingtonburg is in Indiana. They go to McCullagh's residence at 613 Brett Street, Huntingtonburg, but he wasn't there. Officers then went to another residence on East 5th Street. They suspected McCullagh may be and noticed the door to the residence had been forced open. They then observed McCullagh through the front window and ordered him outside. The homeowner confirmed with police that McCullagh did not have permission to be in the home. Police charged McCullagh with 2 counts of Class D felony residential entry and a count of Class D felony sexual battery. He was booked into the Du Bois County Security Center at 6:56 a.m. So that was in 2 hours. Okay, so now I'll read the comment here. I'll read all the comments, actually. Is this guy's name seriously Omega Revelation McCullagh? Yep, he's gone by Bull Omega for years. That's Robert James said we used to have a mutual friend. I guess this is the Omega for him. Amanda says he's Bull is my friend. He would not do something like that. Do not judge people before knowing them first. Nick says, must have been some other Omega revelation. Looks like you need new friends who are not complete trash. The evidence is spotty. Funny. Bull. The other guy in the neighborhood named Bull, he was found. Okay, so this guy, Happy, says, it's anonymous post, says he was found not guilty on all counts in May 2015. Jury want to know why it ever came to trial. Prosecutor was exposed during the trial for tampering with 2 witnesses, so please don't believe everything you read or hear, or worse, go around talking about it as though it's true. In all fairness, the newspaper should have reported, updated the public community about the acquittal. And then the comments are closed. So, okay, that really tells us nothing. It just tells us, what the internet says about this Omega revelation. McCullagh's 36, David Delotta's 38. They're living in Costilla. One's in Costilla County, one's near. I don't know. Apparently, Omega had been there for 6 months, and then David Delotta, I don't know. I wish we were actually told the damn story. I bet you Danny Sanchez knows exactly what happened because David Delotta told him. David Delotta said, I was just driving over here and over there, and then the guy tried to jump me, and then I shot him. Totally in self-defense. But all I got is just speculation. Because I'm not being told what's happening. But I guess that's smart, right? That's smart for the police not to tell the public what the hell's going on. Keep the public in the dark. Don't let the public know what the hell's going on. They got it all under control. Just trust them. So, yeah, that had happened, a month or 2 ago in Costilla County. Omega revelation. McCullagh was shot and killed by that guy that I was just talking about. Let's see here. The 2nd degree murder? No. I was going to read some more laws, but conclusions. I already mentioned some of the conclusions, but essentially, I give people the benefit of the doubt, so it seems like you would think that there would be some justification, some reason. You don't just go around shooting people, right? So they're not charging 1st degree, they're charging 2nd degree. So it seems like they feel like there was some justification, if the guys, whoever, why did I forget the guy's name? That's terrible. Oh my God. So Omega, McCullagh, mugshot, he was arrested. Let's see, Moffitt, the trade company, arrested after breaking into the house. Okay, so it's not coming up directly. Let's see, Costilla County. Conejos County Citizen, Bizpedia. How come nobody else has covered it up? Covered only Alamosa News and Conejos County Citizen, which I think is the same company. Anyways, they got the same article here. And so let's go ahead and get the shooter's name, the guy's name, David Delotta. So David Delotta is the one that's in jail right now. He's going to be tried. And, he'll probably get a preliminary hearing. He'll probably get himself an evidentiary hearing. And, I guess we'll see what happens. I don't know why they don't tell the public what the hell is going on. They find out what the hell is going on, then just keep the rest of us in the dark as if, you got it all under control. I know for a fact that they ignore crimes in Costilla County. They ignore crime on top of crime. They protect their buddies. There's corruption in Costilla County. So don't believe what's on the surface. Don't believe what's on the face of it. And in fact, they're not even telling us what had happened. They're saying, we'll tell you as details come in, we'll let you know what's going on. Just tell us what the fuck happened. You got all the details there are, so just tell us what the fuck happened. Will we know ever what happened? Unless we serve on that jury or talk to the guy in jail. I don't know. It seems like the damn 12th Judicial District should tell us what the hell happened, right? Dispose of the case, but write some sort of thing, a paragraph about what the hell you think happened. Because, of course, they want to know what the hell's going on because you want to know, all the information that you could possibly know so that way you're armed with the truth. Knowledge is power. But why do they only get the information and the knowledge and they're not telling the rest of us? So, yeah, I hope the real story, I hope the whole story eventually comes out. David Delotta, I feel like I'm kind of on David Delotta's side. I don't know if he'll get acquitted. I don't know if he'll, agree to some lesser charge. He's got a $150,000 bond. So he's going to have to stay in jail and fight these charges, which is basically impossible. Hopefully, if for his sake he gets like a good public pretender, and maybe that'll happen. You just saw that Andre Psycho Barrows. He's not guilty by, reason of insanity. So a lot of these James Holmes at one motherfucking King super shooters, they just plead insanity. They kill a whole bunch of people. They plead insanity. And then we're just supposed to say that that's acceptable behavior. They go to some sort of, not maximum, some minimum security sort of mental facility instead of some maximum security prison ward, which is where they belong. So, yeah, it's incredible how the worst of the worst get the best treatments ever. And then you hear about the judges. I'll just mention this last point. Jared Polis had talked about how that Rohill was too much. And he says, here's what's fair, here's what's just. But for some reason, what's fair and what's just, the judges were pissed off that Jared Polis had even thought about intervening in one of their cases. My hands are shackled. The law says I have to do it. He's allowed to do the pardon thing, so he's allowed to do that too. If his hands are shackled, your hands are shackled. It's just, my hands are shackled. I have to, hurt you the worst possible way. That guy just says that he's doing the lawful thing and he's not hurting me, so it makes you look like an asshole. That's what you're mad about. You're looking like an asshole. But Jared Polis was actually looking for a just society, a fair and just society. He actually believed justice as the ends. So the judges that got pissed off about him were just mad that they were, stepping on our toes or whatever. This is our business. This is our side. This is our branch of government. Well, if it's your branch of government, then why would you? My God, people are so distrustful of American institutions right now. Why? Why would you? Bye, fun.